You're walking down the street when suddenly you freeze. You've been here before, but wait, it doesn't make sense. You've never visited this place in your life. What if this strange phenomenon isn't just déjà vu? What if it's proof that you've lived this exact moment in a previous life? Could we be stuck in a time loop, repeating the same life over and over again? Imagine. What if time isn't linear at all? What if the moments of déjà vu we experience aren't mistakes of the mind, but cracks in the cycle of reality? Could the feeling of having been here before be a clue to a larger cosmic puzzle, signaling that you're living the same life, repeatedly? The latest neuroscience suggests déjà vu could be more than just a brain malfunction. Could it be a glimpse into something larger? Perhaps a past version of you that's lived this exact moment? Let's uncover the science, the philosophy, and the possibility of time loops in this mind-bending journey. In fact, a 2015 study from Leeds Memory Group, as reported by the BBC, documented a 23-year-old man who suffered from extreme déjà vu, feeling as though he was trapped in a time loop. Every mundane action, drinking coffee, walking to work, reading a book, felt as if he had done it many times before. This particular case was so extreme that it raised a question. Is déjà vu a simple neurological glitch, or does it point to something much more profound, a cosmic repetition of life itself? Neurologists suggest that déjà vu occurs when your brain's hippocampus and temporal lobe temporarily get out of sync, creating the illusion of familiarity. But note, this doesn't fully explain why it happens or why it feels so vivid. Could it be that the brain in these moments is accessing memories from a different life cycle? Let's break it down. Déjà vu happens when there's a mismatch between your brain's memory system and its perception system. Typically, your brain processes new experiences through two regions: the temporal lobe, which handles memory, and the hippocampus, which stores these memories. When these two systems misfire, your brain perceives something new as something already experienced. But here's the twist. Researchers from Leeds University found that déjà vu could be a cognitive process called reality monitoring. This means your brain is cross-referencing current events with past memories to ensure there's no mistake. However, in cases of déjà vu, it's as if the brain is saying, "Hold on, this has already happened." Anne Cleary from Colorado State University. She found that déjà vu could be linked to a type of familiarity without memory. Her experiments with virtual reality environments showed that people often felt déjà vu in scenes that resembled places they had seen before, even if they couldn't remember where. Cleary's work suggests that déjà vu might be the brain recognizing patterns, but the question remains, why does it feel so real? Why does it evoke such strong emotions of having been here before? Now, let's understand it through quantum mechanics, where things really get interesting. The concept of time loops isn't just science fiction, it's rooted in some of the most cutting-edge physics of today. According to the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, every decision you make splits reality into countless parallel universes. Imagine that every time you choose to turn left instead of right, another version of you exists in a parallel universe, living out the opposite choice. So, could déjà vu be a moment where you, for a fraction of a second, experience an overlap between these alternate versions of yourself? Beware, this theory implies that there are potentially infinite yous living different variations of your life. Some scientists, like Dr. Michio Kaku, a theoretical physicist, suggest that time might not flow in one direction. Instead, he proposes that quantum particles can exist in multiple states at once, called superposition, which might explain why we occasionally feel as though we've been here before. Perhaps it's a brief synchronization of timelines. Quantum entanglement. The idea that particles can be instantly connected no matter the distance could also explain why we experience déjà vu. Could it be that different versions of ourselves across realities are entangled? Philosophy has grappled with the idea of time loops for centuries. The ancient Hindu concept of samsara, or the endless cycle of life, death, and rebirth, suggests that life is a series of loops. Each life is lived again and again, with only the wisest individuals being able to break free of this cycle and attain enlightenment. Could déjà vu be a glimpse into this cycle? Is it the universe's way of saying, "You've been here before, remember?" The Greek philosopher Pythagoras also believed in the concept of the eternal return, where history repeats itself in cycles and everything you do has been done before and will be done again. In Nietzsche's theory of eternal recurrence, the universe and all its events are destined to repeat themselves infinitely. This means every single choice, action, and life experience will be repeated an infinite number of times. Every déjà vu could be a reflection of this recurrence. Time is one of the most mysterious forces in the universe. We perceive it as a straight line, from past to present to future. But physicists like Einstein have proven that time is more like a fabric, bending and warping depending on your speed and gravitational field. This brings us to the concept of chronesthesia, or mental time travel. Studies have shown that humans can move through time mentally, recalling past events and imagining future ones. But what if this ability also extends to alternate timelines, or even previous life cycles? In fact, some studies suggest that the brain's ability to simulate future events may cause the sensation of déjà vu, as if we're recalling a future that hasn't happened yet. Could déjà vu be our brain's attempt to align past, present, and future into one seamless experience? Psychologists like Sigmund Freud once believed that déjà vu was the resurfacing of repressed memories, a way for the subconscious mind to work through forgotten trauma. But modern researchers are finding new explanations. Some researchers in parapsychology argue that déjà vu might be a spiritual experience, pointing to past life memories or even glimpses of parallel dimensions. There's a growing body of research that suggests the sensation of déjà vu could be a signal from the subconscious mind, alerting us to a larger cosmic reality. So, is déjà vu just a trick of the brain? Or is it a cosmic message, a glitch in the matrix that points to the possibility of time loops? Could it be a signal that you're living your life on repeat? Remember, the next time you feel that strange sensation of having been somewhere before, take a pause. You might just be experiencing a glimpse into the past or the future. Or perhaps you've lived this moment countless times in countless lifetimes. Like the video, if you think déjà vu a hint that we're all trapped in a cosmic time loop, subscribe for more hidden life secrets and mysteries of the world. We may not respond, but we read every comment.